Well, let me tell you. They want to know, what do I have? Well, Lynn Luker, what do I have of yours? Now, if you remember right, Lynn Luker, sometime on around August, you sent me a letter stating that something happened to my my agreement. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to copy our signature on this and everything, but it just doesn't want to start until I hit like right here. Okay, now you stroll up, and well, I don't know why. Sometimes I have problems because I'm still learning myself how to do everything. You give me patience here. Like I said, I'm kind of, I'm still trying to learn all this, but I have a feeling that I only wish I wasn't learning it. I can't get it all the way down. Well, let me try it this way. Where's my arrow? Damn thing. It's on. Okay. It won't let me do some of it. See what it does? There we go. Okay. Now, Lynn Luker, you sent me telling me that you needed me to sign another document because something happened to the original. Now, Lynn Luker, you are a quitter on me, and during my argument with the Industrial Commission in regards to your attorney lien, which again, as I'm getting into all this, also, we'll just get to this right here. Lynn Luker, you sent this to me through the mail, not through the Industrial Commission, during my argument with you in the commission in regards to your attorney lien that you did on December 27th, 2010. Now, 2010, December 27th, is the day that I also hired you back, Mr. Lynn Luker. And then you quit again 3 days later because you was granted to withdraw from the Industrial Commission on December 23rd. So from December 23rd on of 2010, you should have not had any communication with me whatsoever, nor the law firm of Anderson, Julia & Hall, who was representing the Idaho State Insurance Fund of the fraud that drew loans from the Idaho State Insurance Fund legal claims examiner in regards to my complaint that I filed against the Idaho State Insurance Fund in regards to my 2 complaints. Now, Mr. Lynn Luker, I don't think, I know for a fact that I didn't do this, because Mr. Lynn Luker, why are we not being able to copy these signatures down here? And right here where it says, in witness whereof the parties hereby set their hands, the date in this contract, first above written. Now, because I wasn't supposed to make it this far to uncover these documents, now Mr. Lynn Luker, now this wouldn't be Social Security contract, and all you did was change a little bit of the things that are in it, like up here, see how it says 25% is being kind of cut into here, and on this 5th day of January. Well, now let me tell you about January of 2011, shortly after you quit, Mr. Lynn Luker. Isn't it a fact, a findings of facts, not as the fairy tale findings of facts of Mr. Donohue, referee, who was assigned to my case? That's just an attorney anyway. So he's there to kind of protect Lynn Luker / legislator also. So, Mr. Lynn Luker, here you have on the 5th day of January 2010. On or around January of 2011, it's the same time that I hired my advocates. in regards to my Social Security disability that you also had in your possession, Mr. Lynn Luker, and you didn't put that I was seeing any doctors from Social Security or anything in regards to Social Security when you had my case, and I'd already had it going through them before I hired you again, Mr. Lynn Luker. So, Mr. Lynn Luker, this isn't really my contract, is it? I bet you that this is from the advocates because of the way that it's really worded down through here. But what you've done, Mr. Lynn Luker, is you've added, you cut in, let's see here. I don't know why you got this 40% underlined, but you have 30% cut into here. You have 25% cut into there. And you have this 5th day cut into here. And then, this is all darkened out, and then you got Mr. Lynn Luker, PA, which if it was you, I mean, why didn't you make my name dark like your name, Mr. Lynn Luker? Because you had it in your name is why. Because really, I mean, I'll tell you what I do know, and that was part of my argument with the commission, because you see, you can't copy any of this down here. Okay? So to me, Mr. Lynn Luker, and you're running for re-election, Lynn Luker, you took advantage of an injured worker that you contacted because I put out on one of those web pages about the fraud that the Idaho State Insurance Fund committed and how the Industrial Commission, Mr. Donohue, allowing them to do it. And yes, in the briefs of whoever wrote the briefs to the Supreme Court, you betcha, Mr. Donohue should have clearly stepped down due to the conflict of interest before the hearing. Because isn't it a fact that Mr. Lynn Luker / legislator, you've also been changing rules for the last few months in regards to how things are done with the Industrial Commission because you sat there in the judicial or whatever it is. Okay, Mr. Lynn Luker, I want you to answer to my complaint that I also got with you at the Idaho State Bar. Is it supposed to be confidential? I don't know. Obviously, Lynn Luker, you don't give a shit if my shit's confidential. Mr. Lynn Luker, this is a contract. Why can I not see my name? How come I cannot copy my name onto this? This is a contract which was filed, which I should be able to scroll down just like this and copy it off. So I have it all, Mr. Lynn Luker. That's why I told the commission in the filing that I don't believe that is my contract. Because I didn't sign no contract with you, Mr. Lynn Luker. Mr. Lynn Luker, I want you to answer this. I want you to answer this. And here you took me off the web page because I have a feeling those web pages are really directed right to the, to the state capitol, I think, in my regard. Because see, Lynn Luker contacted me. Okay, so I'm staking my life on that. I'll stake my whole life on that. That he is the one that contacted me. I didn't contact him. Is it this injured worker way over here in Washington now that tried to move forward, trying to have to bring all this because of Lynn Luker, who should have been standing there at oral argument on June 5th, 2013, based upon the December 27th, 2008 letter? 2010 letter, the December 27th of 2010 letter. Mr. Lynn Luker should have been standing at oral argument, but he did not. He left his client abandoned. That's Lynn Luker, who is also a workers' compensation attorney. And if you've had Lynn Luker and you got screwed, I'd look into it. Personally, in my opinion. Because look at this document right here. Clearly shows. Because I can't copy this shit down here. It won't let me. It won't let me. Look. Look. See? Look what it does. Lynn Luker, why can't I get all this? You're a fraud, Lynn Luker. And I want damages. And I'm going to expect damages. So if you all don't want to come forward and bring it to an end so I can move forward with my kids, my grandkids, and all this shit, this is what I got to work through. This is Saturday. My grandkids are coming in tonight because I can now see them again. Because Dad had to stand up a little bit. I had to be a little harsh. But I have my grandkids back. So, Lynn Luker, how come I don't see you out there anymore? How come I can't find you on the internet when I look up Lynn Luker, re-elect Lynn Luker, re-elect Lynn Luker? I wouldn't re-elect you for nothing. You're a nothing, Mr. Lynn Luker. You took advantage of an injured worker who almost lost his life for profit. Yes, you did, Mr. Lynn Luker. For profit. Yes, right. I am James Clark, and I have to represent myself because of the fraud that's been committed by the state of Idaho and the Industrial Commission and the legislator, Lynn Luker. I know it's kind of hard to believe, but a little old me, I've got it together. Lynn Luker, you have a good day. Well, you can, because if I can have you arrested somehow, I will.